In the mid-1800s, everyone was industrializing. Everyone was urbanizing and more innovations were being brought up. But one group of people were deciding to go towards a different direction.
One group, the Transcendentalists, were going back to nature, back to the raw beauty of art. But I've been wondering, does this artwork impact American opinions as much as it did back in the day? Hello listeners, I'm Sahaj Kaur.
I'm Irene Mamoon.
And I'm Angela Lowe.
And this is the Students of History from Salyards Middle School.
That's a good question, Sahaj. Let's look up some artwork to find the answer. Are there any popular 19th century American artists whose artwork we could analyze?
Well, a highly influential artist worth a mention is definitely Thomas Cole, who we will talk about more in the next episode, so stay tuned. He founded the Hudson River School and was a great artist with many significant paintings. These paintings changed American culture and also encouraged manifest destiny.
There was a compilation of Thomas Cole's work called The Voyage of Life consisting of 4 different paintings.
Oh wow, interesting. Why don't we look into these paintings?
So the 4 different paintings are called The Voyage of Life Childhood, Youth, Manhood, and Old Age.
Let's start with childhood. The name of childhood can show how this is the first exposure to the outside world that has not yet been explored in the West. In the painting, there is an angel, which might represent innocence before knowing what is truly in the wild. The painting shows an ominous-looking mountain with sharp precipices where the angel is emerging on a boat. Considering the time period, this painting obviously has something to do with manifest destiny.
The concept of the angel could show how people felt the first time they were exposed to the new scary world when they were going west for manifest destiny.
Wow, I can't believe we got all that by just looking at some old paintings. I also noticed that all the artwork showed some view of breathtaking nature. It was as if the angel was showing the baby the beauty and potential of the new land in the West.
Yeah, they were trying to show that America had parts that were untouched and radiated tranquility.
That message could definitely be applicable today. Think about how urbanized the modern world is, and how a lot of people even now use art to convey how much we need to help our earth heal and stop inflicting so much damage to it.
Back then, it was more about how we needed to expand industries because we needed to technologically advance. Now we're in a similar situation. Instead of expanding, we need to conserve the little untouched nature we have left.
So how do you think the historic artwork of America impacts us today? That was our episode question, and we've seen how even art that was important in the past can still be applicable in the modern age. We are the Students of History from Salyards Middle School, and we thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more interesting aspects of American art in our next episode, this time on the creator of The Voyage of Life, Thomas Cole.
Have you ever looked at a piece of art and immediately wanted to know which artistic genius painted it? You may have thought that while you were looking at the paintings we talked about in our previous episode. What were those paintings again?
I'm pretty sure childhood, youth, manhood, and old age.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome, listeners, to our second episode of Hudson River School Artists, the Inner Artisans of America. We spoke about art pieces in episode 1, and we will now talk about the painter himself. Isn't the person behind the paintings the real thing that makes the creation so great? The brushstrokes of a painting is something only a human can create so well. People seem to forget that sometimes. No matter how advanced robots get, they can't reproduce a creation with the same emotions that a human can. Hello, listeners. I'm Irene Mamoon.
I'm Sahaj Kaur.
And I'm Angela Lowe. Today we'll be discussing Thomas Cole, an exceptional artist of the 19th century.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. We talked a little bit about him in our first episode. He's the man who created The Voyage of Life, Childhood, Youth, Manhood, and Old Age paintings, right?
Yep, The Voyage of Life is his most famous painting series, known for its contribution to manifest destiny.
Thomas Cole was born in 1801 at Bolton, Lancashire. He immigrated from England to the United States in 1818, where he discovered the beauty of the wilderness in Catskill, New York. His paintings immediately caught the attention of many renowned people due to his quickly spreading fame. In 1839, Cole began working on a series of 4 paintings called The Voyage of Life.
He began the series for Samuel Ward. He intended for the series to convey how the universe wanted America to spread land to the Pacific. Cole has painted many paintings and even went on to found the Hudson River School.
And that's when all the other amazing artists got an opportunity to display their art to American culture and history.
Wow, such an influential artist. Feels like we never talk about him, but that's enough about Thomas Cole.
Thank you for tuning in to our episode on Thomas Cole. Our next episode will be on how this art from the past could influence our lives even today. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.
How does a country start from nothing and go to be one of the greatest in the world? First, a country needs to become a place people can proudly call home. And for that, it needs a culture. American art was something that definitely made people proud to be an American.
Welcome back, listeners, to our third episode of our podcast, The Hudson River School Artists, the Inner Artisans of America. Today we'll be getting a deeper understanding of why art is so important to the development of cultures and countries. To begin with, we'll be wondering what some effects of art has in the past, present, and possibly in the future. I'm Sahej Kaur.
I'm Irene Mamoon.
And I'm Angela Lowe. Well, in the past, the paintings done in this time period of early America affected how well Manifest Destiny was executed. This kind of created a sense of nationalism that only a country can have once it adopted its own identity. These paintings gave America that identity. Some artists, such as John Audubon, painted birds found around America.
The beauty of nature people were able to see because of the paintings caused them to fall in love with the country. It made the land feel like a foreign place that they had to go and explore.
Also, people felt like they had to preserve this beautiful land, people like the Transcendentalists.
The concept of wanting to preserve our land can still be relevant today. Many people are starting to use their art even today to show the world the land we are losing due to urbanization. I think that people could do well to see pictures that will increase their awareness of the precious land and we're losing the same way the paintings did back then. Conserving land and keeping the environment clean is just as important now as it was in the past.
So what do you think? Did you gain an understanding of how art affects our society today? Does this artwork affect you on a personal level or perhaps similar artwork from your own culture? I hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about the Transcendentalists' art effect to America. We are Salyards Middle School, the students of history, and we have been happy to bring you some new knowledge about early America and a new perspective of how the past affects the present. Once again, I'm Irene Mamoon.
I'm Sahej Kaur.
And I'm Angela Lowe.
Signing off.